are going to get this right today. Okay? Okay. Let me make sure I have the month correct. Okay, so we're in August now, so that means we are going to do our July favorites. I'm going to do my July favorites. July. Not July, July.
Hey loves, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my July favorites because we are already in the month of August and it's almost over and I've got a few things to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's do skincare first because I just love going in that order. The first favorite I have is the Garnier Skin Active Clearly Brighter Brightening and Smoothing Daily Moisturizer. I've mentioned this in a favorites video before, I am sure of it. I've been loving this moisturizer. It's almost gone, so I have to buy another one soon.
Ever since I saw
that girl Shay XO mentioned this on her channel, I went ahead and bought it because I was interested in trying it and I love it. I've been using it non-stop every day, in the morning, in the nighttime. It's just my go-to moisturizer, especially since it's the summertime and summer's coming to an end and I can't wait because I'm super pumped for fall. But because this has been good for me in the summertime because it's oil-free, and so it has a sunscreen of SPF 15, but it is oil-free, right? It's oil-free. And so I want to say this stuff is oil-free because when I use this, it quickly absorbs into my skin and it doesn't leave that greasy after feeling. So that way I can put on my primer and makeup and it just absorbs so well into the skin that I don't have to worry about waiting so long before I start with my makeup. Another skincare item that I've been loving, and I'm actually out of it, is the Tarte Guard SPF 30 Sunscreen Lotion. I got this little cute baby size in the Sephora bag for last month, I want to say. Not last month, but I think the month before last. And I've been loving this. It has a nice slight fragrance to it. It's not too overpowering. It's such a cute little size. I went ahead and used up this whole size already. I've been using it every day. I won't be repurchasing it just because I feel like that the Garnier Skin Active does the same thing as the Tarte one does. The only difference I can tell between these two is that this one is a little bit lighter and this one's a little bit thicker in texture, but there's not too much of a difference. But for the price point, this one is definitely a better save. One more item for skincare and it is this body wash. Now, I find this kind of funny because I love using holiday body washes throughout the year. This is my philosophy. It's their Candy Cane body wash. Now I bought this, I believe, last year for they were having a holiday sale, and I think it was Ulta Beauty that was having a sale on these where they were a little more reduced of a price. So every time they had that sale, I stock up. This one's my favorite because it's the candy cane kind. I love anything peppermint. I have a face wash that's peppermint. I love it. It just feels so invigorating. I almost got it. I love everything peppermint. It just feels so invigorating, so fresh on the skin. So using this has just been amazing to me. I feel like it's a peppermint spa day every single night that I shower with this. Alright, time for makeup, which is the most exciting. I'm going to start off with highlighter, and I've never mentioned this highlighter on my channel, I don't think I did. I don't think I've ever mentioned this highlighter palette before. If I haven't mentioned this highlighter palette, then shame on me because this is an awesome highlighter palette. They don't sell this one anymore, and this is the one by Violet Voss. It's the Violet Voss Pro Highlighting Powder Palette. They released this palette about a month ago and it was priced at $25. $25 and you get a mirror plus these 3 highlighting powders. Now I have to say that the reason why this highlighting palette has been my favorite, like literally every single day I've been reaching for this highlighting powder, not only because the shades are just so beautiful, the smell, or should I say the scent. The scent, it's so florally, and it's weird because I'm not used to having highlighter powders that have a scent to them. Now the fragrance to these is definitely not strong, but I just feel like it has a light florally baby powder kind of scent. I know it's so weird to say that, but it's true, and it's not an overpowering scent. It's just a very light scent. As I apply the highlighter I can smell it, but it's definitely not lingering, like it goes away just like that. But I just love these powders. For bronzer, I have a favorite, and it is the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer. the Baked Luminous Glow Bronzer. Now when I first saw this, I didn't think it was going to show up on my skin because it looks so light and neutral, but I have it on right now and you can actually see that you can go light with this or you can build it up and layer it, and it's just going to build up a nice neutral kind of bronzer. I like this because it's very neutral. It's not too warm and it's not too cool, although when I look at it in the pan it looks kind of cool toned, but when I apply it I'm like, yeah, it looks great, it's neutral, so I feel like it's a great powder bronzer. So my next favorite is this powder, and this is by Maybelline. This is Super Stay Better Skin Transforming Powder. This is supposed to have salicylic acid in it, and I have mine in the shade 30 Warm Nude. Now I've been using this a lot lately. Every single day I take my dense Elite powder brush, the E1, and I'll pack on the powder all over my face. I feel like this gives a nice finishing touch to my foundation. I have not tried it on its own, so I don't know how it works, but with the coverage that I've seen when I apply it with this brush, I don't necessarily think that this would be a good powder just to use on its own. I feel like the coverage for this powder wouldn't be as good if you used it by itself. So another favorite of mine that you guys know, if you've seen my videos, if you've seen all of my makeup tutorials, the last few videos I've been using this non-stop and I've just been loving it so much. It's the NYC Liquid Liner. This is the matte formula. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I have finally gained control of the brush tip that comes in the liquid liner, but it's just so amazingly easy to create your wing liner using this liquid liner. My only downfall about this liner, I cannot find this liner in any of my stores near me. I bought these off of Amazon. I bought them in a pack of 2 and I'm almost running out of this one, so I'm glad I have a backup. So I've been loving this eye primer non-stop. Every single day I use this and I love it because it just blends away my discoloration, my veins, all of the coloration that I have. The discoloration. It's the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden, and I did not know how this would work out for me, but then I saw Makeup by Amarie use this a lot on her channel and I thought maybe I should get the Urban Decay with Eden shade. So I believe she has the shade in Eden, and then Kathleen Lights actually has the shade Enigma. I tried finding the Enigma shade and then I realized they don't sell that shade anymore, so I stuck with the shade Eden and I love it. I love this primer so much. I already love the original Primer Potion, but the shade Eden is like 10 times better because it has the skin tone shade that you need to cover up all of the discolorations you may have on your eyelids. Let's backtrack a little bit, just a little bit, because I did miss one more skincare product, and this one is the Moisture Lock Lip Treatment by Milani. I did mention this in another video when I was using it to get ready, and I just haven't mentioned it at all before that, but I've been loving this a lot. It's very, very moisturizing. It feels like an oil when I apply it with the applicator onto my lips, and it does smell like coconut, but it's been really good. Alright, so continuing with the makeup, I'm going to be showing you this favorite, and I've never mentioned this before, but this is the RCMA No Color Powder. Now, this was all the rave all over YouTube. Everybody was loving this powder, but it took me a little bit of convincing because I felt like it was kind of like a love-or-hate relationship with this powder. I only use this powder underneath the eyes just because I feel like you could get a slight white cast with this powder if you use it all over the face, so I don't use this all over the face. Now, it does tend to crease on me after a few hours, but I do like it because it lasts a while underneath my eyes before creasing. But this is a great powder. It's super affordable. It's like $12, and I got this off of the Friends Beauty website. So I think it's a great powder. I just keep it only underneath my eyes. Let's talk about some brush favorites before we jump into the August Brush Club by Morphe. These two have been my super favorites. These are by Morphe also. These are the Elite series, the Elite 2 series. The first brush is the E3, which is this one, and I love this. It just reminds me of a nice tulip size shaped brush, and I use this to bronze up my skin, contour a little bit, and I love this. I love this brush so much. It's so soft and it blends the bronzing on my face so nicely. And then the other brush is the E48. Now this one is kind of like this one, but like a mini baby size, and it just looks tulipy like. The shape of it is just so cute, and I think it's perfect with fitting underneath the eyes and setting my under eye with setting powder with this brush. I've been loving it so much. Alright, so that is it for my favorites for the month of July. Let's go ahead and jump into the Morphe Brush Club for the month of August. So for the month of August, you get 4 brushes, and I have them right here. I noticed 3 of them came with brush guards, which is really nice, and then you get 1 pencil brush. I feel like these 3 are face brushes, of course, and this one is an eye brush. This one is the M431. Now the M431 just reminds me of a nice bullet kind of, you can put it in the crease, you can smoke out the lower lash line, highlight the inner corners. It's super small.
The next brush is
the next brush is the M530, and it is this brush right here. This one kind of reminds me of a nice highlighting brush because you can hit the high points of your cheekbones with this brush. I mean, you could also contour with it because I noticed that it can get a little bit fluffy once you use it, and it just starts to blend out and flare out a little bit. Like, I think it's perfect for contouring. I mean, you can use this for blush definitely. And then the next brush is called the M437. Now the M437, which is this one right here, looks like a nice dome-shaped brush, perfect for contouring, for blush. Along with this one, I think it would be great to do the very same thing, just contouring and blushing up the face. The last brush that you get in the August brush club, it is this brush right here. This one is the M403. Now this one looks like a nice powder brush. It also looks like it would fit perfectly to set underneath the eyes with powder and bronzing up the face. This brush is actually pretty nice because it has a nice tapered shape to it.
I think it's perfect for bronzering. Bronzering. Wow, that's a new word. Bronzering.
So that is it. Those are my favorites for the month of July and the brushes for the month of August for the Morphe Brush Club. I will leave all the information down below in the description box if you guys wish to sign up for the Brush Club. It is $19.99 a month, and you get about $30 worth of brushes each and every month, and you can cancel at any time, which is great. I hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video and the brushes. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye! I was so happy to meet Makeup by Marie. It was just so amazing. Girl, you are so cute, so sweet, and you just showed so much love for me and us too, and we just love you so much. It was just so exciting to see you.